go, wandering off alone.
I'm
TJ?
going right out the door if I don't die on the
Yeah.
floor. What the, oh Jesus Christ, TJ.
Well, we're not letting anybody go alone, even in the cars. Did it go off?
Yeah.
Go just that way.
No, but the entity, okay, so here's what it is, Lori. There is a room, just that corner, okay? And then there's another room in this corner. They're diagonal opposites of each other. There's a portal in each room,
Okay,
and it goes back and forth.
okay. So that's why
Yes.
it's pulled this way.
Yes.
And then he's got that way.
So, our intention, when we were gonna come up here, what our experiment was, is that we were gonna set one recorder in this room, one recorder in that room, and we were gonna stand in one of the rooms and have a walkie in each, we were gonna have a walkie and have a walkie in the other room, and we were gonna ask questions. And I think that this thing doesn't want us to know how it travels throughout this building, and I don't think those are the only portals,
No.
which you caught the
No.
picture of.
Yes.
Oh.
So it's using the tunnel system, I think, but then it also has these other ways to travel. It doesn't want us to know that. It doesn't want us to know anything that it's doing because knowledge is power, and if you know what it's doing, it can't do it anymore. When we start talking, everybody just
It's gonna be
sit
quiet.
still and just listen. If you hear something, point where you hear it. You get yours. It's right there.
I was talking when I do an SC session in here, but
I left the shit in the car so that we weren't tempted.
I know better.
No, because I felt like I wanted to do one too, and I left the shit in the car so that we couldn't, it would be harder to go and do it.
See, and that's where I was in Hinsdale, I'm like, I'm not putting them on, because I'm not giving them one more chance to try to manipulate me, because it's not gonna happen.
Recorder one. Chanel, Tisa, no, Tisa's left. Chanel, Lori, Karen, Heather, Ginger, TJ, Nicole, and Chris. Second floor in the mental hospital. Recorder two, same as recorder one. I'm gonna hand this one to Karen. I heard a knock. We heard it last night. And I'm talking to the entity that Nick saw. I feel like you needed us to come in here, that's why I came back. Despite my gut that said not to. So if you have something that you need us to communicate for you, I don't want you to be afraid of whatever is preventing you from talking. I want you to come over here, light up the flashlight like you were last night. I'm gonna set up my meter too. I want you to come over here and talk to us.
We gotta move that, because that's gonna keep going off.
You can,
And the camera, or whatever it is, the motion sensor on the trail cam.
turn it around. And point
Watch the other tripod.
it down the hall. Yeah, don't block the other tripod. So there's this string of lights in the hallway over here. TJ, do you have your portal or your whatever it's, Paralight? Or your board, maybe put your Paralight in your board on this end.
No.
Yeah. Don't go far, before that doorway.
Don't set out the motion. For the right.
Oh yeah, go in between the edge pod and,
So we're asking the female spirit that's here that needs help to come forward.
I don't know, 1.4, 0.8. 0.2. 0.
We're here to listen to what you have to say.
1.2. She's trying.
We don't want you to be afraid.
There goes the cold air around her ankles again.
The other spirit that's here that's manipulating and controlling you cannot do that. They only have the power that you give them. You don't need to be afraid to come speak to us.
Coyotes.
Huh?
Comes out, that's all, you know. Coyotes always make the hair on the back of my neck stand up.
Is your name Sue? Are you afraid?
I don't care what this entity has told you. It can't keep you here. It cannot keep you from communicating.
It has no power over you.
Oops. So my friend sent me a picture of the patient currency. Is one of those entities, that doctor that's on that currency? Consent.
You need permission? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
You have our permission. Only the entity I'm talking to, not the bad fucker. You don't have permission to do shit.
Are there too many of us in here?
Keep seeing shit moving in her camera there. Like that doorway keeps getting.
Sounds like an owl.
It is.
Yeah.
You know what's really weird is it goes off when we ask questions. That thing, that owl or whatever,
Yeah.
when we ask a question, it will like almost
Yeah,
like
it's
it's
up.
using the owl to talk.
Yeah.
It's a distraction.
That too.
Let's see, the light was going on. We had a lot of action that way last night, but.
Sue, if that's your name, I'd like you to come forward to visit with us.
That you?
You can play with those lights, they'll light up. We have lights down on the other end. you like me to come down there and sit with you?
Going down there,
Sorry.
Is there something keeping you from speaking to us?
you see those lights in the... The lights in the hallway there, you can draw energy from them, interest. You can draw energy from them to communicate with us. There's lots of electronics here you can pull energy from. Again, only talking to the female spirit that my friend saw. Tolerance.
We're being watched.
Tolerance. Losing its patience. Can I just reiterate this? You have no power over any of us. You cannot affect any of us. You cannot harm any of us. And most of all, you cannot follow any of us or attach to any of us.
You have to stay in your shadow. Fucking chills.
Enact.
Enact?
Enact.
Well, you're not even allowed to enact anything. I feel like this was
I'm feeling like a cooler breeze. Air pocket.
Maybe. Yeah, no, I just...
really do.
Like there is no setup for what?
Huh?
Setup for what?
I don't know.
Maybe what he saw isn't what he think he saw.
The weird thing is, I'm not even drawn down there.
I know, I keep looking at this way.
No, I agree 100%. That's what I'm saying. I don't care where I get it's not down there, but
It says I. I.
What is it that you need to say to us?
I figure. Figure. It's
Where's the figure?
like apparition. Did it again. It just
it's
no, but you're I keep seeing where the black gets. See,
Yeah.
there it goes again.
Yes.
It just keeps getting blocked out.
It almost looks like a figure at the end of the hallway. It's getting bigger and moves, and then
I don't know. I just. That doorway. See, there it goes
oh
again.
my god.
What? What?
sorry.
Is that supposed to be on airplane mode?
Probably. Riley.
And it said May over there.
Tell me this is a fucking setup.
If you want to leave, if you're uncomfortable, we'll leave.
I'm not playing this game.
I didn't realize the significance until I had already opened my mouth.
Well, I didn't even think about what. Did it light up?
What's it say?
You leave our families out of this.
Yeah, I'm not playing this game with you. So,
Aircraft.
people from airplanes all the time.
You know, this always has a tendency to do this shit when the two of us are together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's part of the reason why sometimes I keep us split apart.
Mm-hmm. Well, you wanna show yourself, by all means, but, like I said before, I'm not playing this game with you. Keep your hands to yourself, don't affect anybody, and you stay here. But if you wanna come out to play, because now you're just pissing me off.
That's what I was doing to me over there. I was just furious.
Well, I tell you what, now you're bringing my fucking kid into it. Now we're gonna have a problem, sorry.
I'm gonna, what do you want? Personally, I feel like you just want to make this all about you.
Yep. Listen to what? You want us to just sit here and be quiet?
I did it over there too. My stomach was fine. Over there it was gurgling. Over here it's gurgling.
We're gonna do the all talk, no show?
But the moth,
Yeah, bouncing off the way.
I'm not about to provoke you, but I will frickin' speak my mind. Let the lady that's here come forward to speak to us. You need to release her so she can come and give us her message.
like I had last night, like to close again. That's when I ultimately decided to pull the plug on last night. It just felt like every here come from this way and this way and this way and this way. It just
I feel like we're being watched. And,
from all sides.
yeah,
Yeah.
like they're just waiting for something.
Immune.
Right, thank you to hear it to them.
No. Thinks it's immune to our protection. Well, that's where you're fucking wrong.
What does that say?
Publicly. Oh, what, you think we're gonna like tell your story, get a bunch of people to come here so you can like prey on them? Yeah. I know you think this is fun. You're just having your fun.
Yeah, they're just toying with us.
Yeah, we're not gonna fucking send our friends and shit in here for you to fucking fuck with.
No, we're
No,
not
that ain't
splitting
happening.
apart. We're not splitting apart. This is on our terms, not yours. So you can either play it our way or stay in shadow.
I mean, sincerely, I will publicly say that there's nothing here, so nobody else will come. Before I would send anybody in here to just get blindsided by you.
Sue, you don't have to be afraid to come out and talk to us. We're all here for you. Whatever's trying to hold you back, you don't have to be afraid of. Like I said, it has no control over you. You can come out here and tell us anything that you need to let us know.
Is there a child that you need to get a message to? Maybe you have a little boy or a little girl that you never got to see again? Were you married? The thing, if your name is Sue, the thing that I ask you to do, even with you being manipulated by this other spirit, is think about all the love from your family. I don't negotiate. Think about all the love of your family. If you had children, or your mother, or your father, or your siblings, think about all the love that you had for them, and they had for you, and use it as strength to walk away from whatever's holding you back. You're free to come speak with us in kindness, with love.
Oh shit.
What?
It says Audrey.
What the fuck?
No.
That's the game we're gonna play.
It is the game we're gonna play.
Yeah,
apparently.
well, I don't play that game, so
Honestly.
you can just take that shit right back in that corner, because we don't do that here.
I think this is it.
What I thought it was. Potentially because it's way in our heads.
I think it's a little much for my name to come up, my daughter's name to come up. Audrey's name's now up. And I think it's doing it on purpose because it knows it upsets us.
I'm not gonna let it upset me, because I don't play that game. I don't deal with mean shit.
Like I said before, we do things with love and light. We're not here to hate on you either. You have your own purpose for whatever you do. But we're not here to interact with you. We're here to speak to those that have a purpose and need to get their message out there.
Giving a voice to the forgotten, not to you. We want them to know that they're not forgotten. Just because the building was forgotten does not mean that the people who lived here will ever be forgotten, as long as people like us come in here to give you a voice. That's why we do what we do. To help families who are being haunted and affected by things like the one keeping you from speaking. But on the other hand, to come into places like this and let you know that you have not been forgotten, and what happened to you is not, it's remembered, and